Hey, this is Sharon Ballard with the Ballard Law Group, your Georgia bankruptcy attorney and real estate broker, here to help you eliminate debt and build wealth. I wanted to start off this video and just wanted to drop in and let you know, when filing bankruptcy, Wells Fargo is not your friend. Honestly, no creditor is your friend when you're filing bankruptcy, but especially Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is not debtor friendly. If you have a bank account with Wells Fargo, even if you don't owe them money, they're likely to freeze your bank account and they will wait for court permission to release the funds to you. When you file bankruptcy, you do have to disclose all bank accounts, and you are allowed to have money in your account. In the state of Georgia, you can have up to $10,000 in your bank account and it's fully protected. But Wells Fargo doesn't care about that. They will still freeze it and then wait for the court to tell them to disperse it. So I want you to understand, when you are filing bankruptcy, and I tell my clients, if you have more than $1,000 in your bank account with Wells Fargo, I highly recommend you take those funds out of that account, even if you're on a joint account. And I'll give you a quick example. I had a client who recently filed bankruptcy, and she forgot she had custodial accounts for her children, who are now adults, and they inherited some funds from their father who had passed away. Well, her name was still tied to those accounts. So when she filed bankruptcy, Wells Fargo froze those accounts, which legally, she was an account holder. Unfortunately, she forgot to take her name off her children's account. We were able to prove that the funds in the account did belong to her children and not her, and eventually got the funds released to her children. But it took about 2 or 3 weeks where the kids could not pay their bills or handle their responsibilities because those accounts were frozen. So in that instance, it's important to make sure your attorney knows any account that your name is tied to, so they can advise you accordingly. But I say that to say, with Wells Fargo, I recommend to my clients in Georgia, if you have more than $1,000 in your bank account, I highly recommend you remove those accounts temporarily until this case is filed. You still have to disclose it with the court, but just to avoid any delay and any issues with you being able to pay your bills or operate your household, I highly recommend my clients remove those funds out of Wells Fargo account. As I know of right now, Wells Fargo is the only bank that's doing this. But again, no creditor is your friend, but especially not Wells Fargo. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me in a comment, or you can reach me at 404-220-9906.